What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another new podcast, and I am back with some more content to keep you guys on your toes because it is getting crazy out here. So I got a little bit of a mixed bag. We're going to talk about first dates and five-star restaurants, a little bit of simping, and we're even going to talk some body count. So let's get into it. But before we do, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell. It lets you know every time I release a video. And do me one more favor. Show a little love to the like button. Now let's get into it.
How do y'all feel about now that women now are not into the Longhorn, the Chili's, the Applebee's? They want five-star meals now on their first dates.
I don't give a fuck.
So I'm just curious, how do men feel about that?
I don't feel any kind of way about it because that's something I would simply never do. Taking a woman to a five-star restaurant on a first date is a recipe for disaster. And if she requires you to take her out on a five-star date, it has nothing to do with the restaurant and everything to do with seeing if you're willing to spend money on her, because that's what it's all about. She's not in it to see what the connection is gonna be like, what your future is gonna be like. She's trying to get some bills paid. She's trying to go on a trip. She's trying to get some bags. And it's not anything to do with the character or the person that you are. So it's best for you to remove yourself from that kind of situation. Just tell her to politely fuck off and go your own way, because there's no reason that you should have your pockets drained by somebody that is not going to be draining your balls.
If you're boring and nice as a man, don't date. Right? If you are a boring, nice man, do not date. And don't let a woman find out that you're willing to spend money. Okay, don't date. You're boring, you're nice, and you're not shy with the credit card. You're gonna get used, whether it be intentionally or unintentionally, but you're gonna get used, okay? She's either gonna come to the conclusion and say, all right, he's too nice, but he's boring. I'm not feeling it. Maybe we should go our separate ways. Or she's gonna turn around and say, well, damn, he gonna tell me yes anyway. I might as well keep it coming. It's gonna go one of two ways, all right? You'll have the genuine woman that really cares about your well-being, or you'll have the woman that's just gonna use you because you're freaking nice and boring. She's going to end up being with a man who's not boring. He might not be nice, but she's gonna be like off on the side, probably doing her own thing.
So are you seeing where I'm going with this? Is this not a prime example why you should never simp for these women out here? They will run your pockets and use you until there is nothing left except
Emotional damage.
And meanwhile, the whole time, the guy that was blowing her back out didn't have to put in half the effort that you did. He showed up with a blunt and some Henny and he was in there. Meanwhile, you're taking her out on expensive dinners and trips and you get nothing but a church hug at the end of the night. Congratulations, you played yourself.
You have an OnlyFans page, right?
Yes.
And did you meet him through your OnlyFans page?
Yes, so I've made myself clear that he's just a customer.
He helps you out, right? Financially, you said?
Yes, so he pays my rent every month. It is $1,200. He bought me the iPhone 14, the Pro Max,
nice.
about like $1,300. He co-signed my car, buys me clothes, everything like that. And he also paid me, like max was like $4,000 just to be with him one time.
When you say be with him, what do you mean?
Intimately.
But do you regret because now he might have think that you're his girlfriend, he's in love with you, you know what I mean?
No, because I've said this every day. Like it's continuously.
Right.
He'll say I love you. I'm like every day. I'm like.
Do you feel bad that you're taking all this money off the guy?
I do, but I don't, because I still am very honest, and I'm like, I don't want anything more out of this.
So again, this is just another reminder to stop leading with your wallet. There is no amount of money you can spend to make her like or love you any more than she already does, if she does at all. Now, of course, she was gonna stay around for those benefits, but that does not mean that she's any more into you. She just likes getting the stuff that she doesn't want to work for. She probably has you saved in her phone as free dinner or phone bill, or maybe even nice guy. And we know women do not like nice guys. But don't take it from me. Let's listen to some women talk about how much they love toxic relationships.
Toxic or boring relationships?
Toxic. Like toxic for sure. I want to be crying. Keep me on my toes. Like, it's entertaining.
See, there you go, fellas. Straight from the whore's mouth. Stay toxic out there, fellas. They wouldn't have it any other way.
Body count doesn't really matter.
Yes, the fuck it does.
I feel like body count is a social construct, and I feel like
body count's a social construct?
Yes. It shouldn't have a huge say on what kind of person you are. And I think if you're with someone, it's natural to be curious maybe about how many people they've been with in the past, but if you have a problem with the amount of people they've been with, then I don't know about that. I think that's more problematic.
Yeah, body count is a social construct in the sense that you socialize, constructed as erection, and then you ran your body count up. Other than that, it's a construct of biology and evolution. Men have always wanted to make sure that the kids they are providing resources for are actually theirs. That is the reason why Maury stayed in business as long as he did.
So before we get to that, this is Marisol's long, painful journey on the show. 4 beautiful children, 13 men tested. It all began with a search for her daughter Shadiman's father. 5 men, including a deceased man, were tested. Not the father. Not the father. Not the father. Marisol put her search on hold for Shadiman's father and turned her attention to her son, Joshua. You are. With Marisol's 3rd child, Eliza, her search for her father would end quickly when we gave a paternity test to a man named Philip. You are the father. But for her youngest son, Davion, the paternity test left Marisol with more painful questions than answers. Not the father. Not the father. Not the father. If you want to come back, we'll help you again. But if you don't, we can understand, okay? Although Marisol gave up her search for Davion's dad, today she is back, this time to test 2 men for her new baby, Anthony. A new baby, a new search, 15 men in total. Will Marisol find her baby's father? No.
And this is exactly why men do not want to deal with these kind of women, but this situation right here. Why would you want to invest in somebody that has a pattern of risky behavior? Men are all about mitigating risk and lowering your liabilities, and this just spits in the face of that. And you may never know what her true body count is because she would have every reason to lie, especially if her body count is up there. But there are other things to look for because if all she's been doing is sucking and fucking, then she probably has a sucking and fucking personality. And she might not realize it, but that kind of shit rubs off on you. And I really don't expect her to understand how men view body count because she's looking at it from a female lens. And I'm going to show this next clip to prove that men and women think about body count differently.
Number of people you have slept with?
Like 5-ish.
Oh my lord. Am I potentially dating a priest?
See what I mean? Men and women just think about sex and body count from 2 different perspectives. If a woman had said, I only slept with 5 guys, that might calm the fears of a lot of men, but instinctively it set off a red flag because deep down inside, she knows a man that can sleep with multiple women must be doing something right in their eyes because why else would they sleep with him? So she might think there's something wrong if he's not able to accomplish that. And she may also just want somebody that's seasoned and experienced and will be able to satisfy her. And men just think about that from a different perspective. So understand understanding each other's psychology is vital if we are going to work together. And growing up, I always heard men don't understand women. There's very little we know about them, but I'm starting to think that the opposite is true, because every day it's just proven that women don't really understand men's psychology. But that's gonna do it for this video. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, and if you guys have anything to say, please leave it in the comments below. And until another time, I'll see you guys later.